What's going on, guys? Fighting Game Selectors here. We are back again to talk about some amazing Street Fighter 6. And we have the master Juri himself, man, Nephew. I've been so excited to talk about some Street Fighter 6, dude. Especially Juri, man. I mean, I know I know you had your take on how Juri was and, you know, her not being as, like, super strong as everybody else. But, I got to go ahead and talk about the allegations, man. Juri won Capcom Cup, bro. Is there anything you have to say?
Bro, honestly, if you look at the tournament,
If you look
if
okay,
you look at the
I
tournament, Uma was carried way more by the bracket than by Juri.
listen, listen. That is not what I asked. I said, is there anything you have to say about this?
But
And you talked about
you
something
were talking about
completely.
Uma.
Is there anything you have to say about Jury winning CPT right now?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like everyone realizes that she's not like top tier. That's why you didn't see anyone complaining. He just won and no one complained. That's not normal, right?
No, the reason why they didn't complain because Luke was in grand final.
I guess that's true.
Yeah, so
They saw who she was fighting.
Yeah, he took all the damage.
Yeah, because
But anyways,
every match in Capcom Cup was like a Luke in the match.
I know. I mean, it happens to be his grand final was his training partner, and he didn't have Jerry didn't have to fight no Giles, no Dawson's, no JP.
I think Chun is hard, but he just smoked Lashar. So, I mean, I feel like that one was crazy.
Maybe after that, beating a bad matchup is just so impossible to lose the tournament after that.
Yeah, maybe.
There are no ill wills towards you, but look, we're going to talk about how to master Juri in Street Fighter 6. And a lot of people are going to be asking all the questions about Juri, especially Juri being the new talk right now. I want to talk about a little bit of her strength, man. What is Juri's biggest strength?
Yeah, I mean, just like the normal things about Juri are like extremely strong. Like, she's got a +2 stand medium punch for pressure. She's got everything like a basic character could need, like a low forward drive rush, a strong drive rush. Like, her buttons are amazing: stand heavy kick, stand heavy punch, forward heavy punch too. I think people realize where it was really good. And I think Feng Shui Engine in certain situations is also crazy. Like, when you're burned out in the corner, Feng Shui, like, you just can't really get out of.
Yeah, I mean, I was watching you instant overhead people for like 95 seconds, and I was like, damn, Nephew, you really are not a good person. That's what I thought to myself.
Some people, like, there's ways you can get out of it to make it harder for me, but yeah, it's really broken.
Yeah, and you do it when they're burnout, so you get the instant overhead. So I'm like, wow, that's actually not okay. And then you expect people to shake your hand after that?
Yeah, I think so, because like I'm doing mad inputs. Like,
He said,
I gotta do 3 jump ins.
You only doing mad inputs because of your controller. That's your choice, bro.
I mean, I guess so, but yeah, I'm working hard for that.
There's a reason why she is not top 5. There's a reason why she's not top 3. So let's talk about the biggest weakness for her. And what can you tell me about that?
Yeah, I think one of the biggest weaknesses is that she can't do 3 jabs on block, while like pretty much every other character can. So that like weakens her pressure a lot, I think, when you can only do 2 jabs and then immediately it's the opponent's turn again. So I think that's a big one. The other thing I would say is just like not really having an answer for fireballs besides like perfect parry. So I feel like a lot of matchups are hard, like Guile, Chun, where they have fireballs into drive rush especially, which is weird because when you think of Juri, you think of fireball drive rush, but those characters like override her fireball drive rush with their own fireball drive rush. So it's kind of crazy. But yeah, I think like when she can't do fireball drive rush in certain matchups, like I feel like that's where that weakness really shows, because you just kind of got a perfect parry every single fireball at that point.
Yeah, and obviously if they throw EX Fireball or change their timings, that gameplay becomes very volatile.
Yeah, especially on tournaments. Like, tournaments have like setups that you're not used to, and the timing is a bit different. So
No sound.
yeah.
What do you think are the best matchups for Juri right now?
The best matchups. Let's see. I think Kimberly and Manan are good. Because she can just fireball drivers at them pretty much. Like, they have good jump ins, which kind of negates that a bit, but Not having like something that goes over Fireball, I feel like is rough because most of the cast actually has something that can challenge her Fireball. I would say maybe Dawson as well. I feel like after playing F Champ in Asia, I understand the matchup a lot better. I feel like she just has everything you could need to beat Dawson. Like she can whiff punish him into a combo, which is crazy. Like she has a dive kick that can beat his anti-air. So I think that matchup is hard for him. Other than that, yeah, I'm not really sure if she has like what I would consider like good or. Well, I guess Marissa too. I think she beats Marissa as well.
You know, I'm gonna talk about something that allows you to, you know, be a little bit more like open. You know, not being shy. You know, what are the worst matchups for Juri, nephew?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm not too much of a down player. I just think Guile is like the clear bad matchup. Chun is a little bit bad. I think that would be her second worst one. The only thing that keeps her in the game, I think, in the Chun matchup right now is that her dive kick beats Chun's anti-airs.
That's good. Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's amazing. But I feel like the mix-up still isn't really in her favor. So as long as the Chun doesn't like autopilot anti-airs, like a good player kind of always does that. So against good players, you can just kind of spam that because they're just going to be trying to DP everything. But yeah, I think that matchup's a bit hard.
Guile is like fireball anti-air monster, right? But then Chun-Li is like fireball but like walk speed monster. So is it like the combination of like Chun-Li's like mid-range game, walk speed, and then on top of like having an easy way to like just go through a fireball with Hazansu, and then on top of that too, just like being very impressive with like the normals and not having to worry about your fireballs that makes it so bad?
Yeah, so for Juri to throw a fireball, she has to be like at a certain range, because if she's at like a bad range, Chun can forward heavy kick over it and get like 30 or 40%.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
that really goes through the fireball?
Yeah, it goes over the fireball. It's a punish counter, so she gets like
sucks.
a drive rush combo. Same thing with Guile, actually. Do actually did this to me at Red Bull Kumite. He can do forward heavy kick.
Yeah,
into super.
Upside down kick, right?
Yeah, the upside down kick into super.
Yeah.
So
after seeing that, I probably would have just been like, yeah, I should have just stuck with Ed.
Yeah, that's actually what I was thinking. I was like, damn, that's crazy, because he's never done that to me. I don't think. I don't think he's actually ever gotten that. Normally, it just trades.
Save that for Dazzles, bro. But what other characters that give you a hard time?
The only other ones I feel like are probably like slightly bad, like Ken, I feel like is maybe slightly bad. Honestly, I feel like Geef is slightly bad. That might be controversial, but
you know, I could see that actually.
I feel like his buttons are pretty hard for her to deal with.
Yeah, and he can kind of like hold that heavy punch, and like I don't think your low forward can really like contest that.
No, the low forward beats the stand heavy punch if you hold it. Yeah, but
no, I mean like tap it. You know, like if the mind game of like holding tap. I feel like the low forward is probably not as.
Yeah, you'll get counter hit and then you'll just get knocked down. Yeah.
Right. Correct. Yeah, and then obviously throwing a projectile, he doesn't really care about that.
Yeah, he just goes over it. Or
yeah.
Snake Eyes always does the like drop kick and it sends me full screen. So. Yeah.
How hard is Juri to learn? Like, do you feel like Juri is a hard character to kind of like learn and like hit buttons with, or do you feel like she's not as hard for people?
She's definitely easy to learn, I think. Even the feng shui stuff, like there's only maybe like 5 or 6 things that you really need to learn with feng shui to be effective with it. Like I think Juri is easy to learn, but I also don't think there's many characters in this game that are like hard to learn. It feels like, yeah, like the main things I would say with Juri are managing her stores. I feel like if you can play Juri like the simple way, just like without worrying about stores and just using her buttons like low forward, stand heavy punch, and you can win like that. Like I'm pretty sure that's like how Punk does it with Juri when he wins, just drive rushes at people. But like to optimize Juri, like there's still not that much. You just have to learn some stuff with the stores and feng shui pretty much.
If there was a person in the chat right now, give me some tips to learn Juri, what would be those tips, bro?
I mean, the biggest one is just to like watch other Juri players. Like, you can watch.
Not watch you.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like watching me would be good, but like they could watch Uma or Longshu or Despair King. He goes by as well. I think those are the main ones that have like all the tech. But other than that, like I feel like you just gotta play a lot. Like there's nothing special. You just gotta first learn what other Juri players are doing, and then
it might not be special to you, but it might be special to everybody, bro.
Yeah, maybe.
But you know, overall, would you say Juri is good in Street Fighter 6?
Yeah, I think so. There's like 10 or 11 characters I would consider to be like good. You know, I feel like that's kind of the general consensus. Where there's like 6 characters or so, at least pre-patch there were like 6 characters that were like broken, and then like 11 that were good.
I appreciate you giving me your time shooting with this, man. But where can they find you, bro?
Yeah, so I'm on YouTube as well. Just search Nephew Street Fighter 6 or Nephew FGC on YouTube, or and so on. So yeah, you can find me there.
Like that, guys. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Let me know if this video helped you guys understand Juri. You know, the new season is going to be coming pretty soon. I know you guys want to try out new characters, and who knows, this character might potentially fit your style. And I hope this video also helps you elevate that confidence to learn this character. And with that being said, make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate it so much, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.